In this video, I'm turning the innocent SpongeBob into a Trypophobiac's worst nightmare. If you suffer from trypophobia, don't watch this video. Seriously, don't. But for everyone else, you're in for a treat. You're about to get mildly disgusted. So this is a new series I'm starting up on my channel. A bit different from the SCP videos and creepypasta videos. I'm going to be taking some famous cartoon characters, maybe some anime characters, some different stuff, you guys can vote down in the comments below, and give them a horrific twist. So I'm taking wholesome characters and turning them horrific. That's the concept. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and in this week's video, I'm doing SpongeBob. Now I had a couple of different ideas where I could take this design. One of my ideas was having him holding Squidward's severed head with a knife, but I decided against it. It felt a little bit too far and messed up, and I know that sounds strange coming from me, considering everything that I draw, but for poor little SpongeBob and Squidward, I didn't want to have his severed head there with a knife. It felt a little bit wrong. So instead he's waving happily, excited to greet you, and probably lick your face with his massive tongue. Ew. Now that I'm happy with the design of the sketch, we've got little Gary taking a munch out of SpongeBob's head, we've got Tropophobia Haven on the right hand side, and we've got nice, happy SpongeBob on the left hand side. It's time to get stuck into the inking. Now I'm keeping it really chunky for this to keep that cartoon vibe, so no super thin lines, worrying about being too smooth, none of that. We're just jumping straight in, keeping it loose and a bit expressive with varying thickness to the line work. Now for the people with trypophobia, you might want to cover your eyes for this part, because I'm jumping in. For those of you who don't know, according to Wikipedia, trypophobia is an aversion to the sight of irregular patterns or clusters of small holes or lumps. It is not officially recognised as a mental disorder, but may be diagnosed as a specific phobia if excessive fear and distress occur. People may express only disgust to trypophobic imagery. Trypophobia is a fear or disgust of closely packed holes. People who have it feel queasy when looking at surfaces that have small holes gathered close together. For example, the head of a lotus seed pod or the body of a strawberry could trigger discomfort in someone with this phobia. Damn, people are getting triggered by strawberries, apparently. I mean, I understand when people are scared of spiders or snakes, but a strawberry? They're just delicious. In fact, I just ate some strawberries before, and they were pretty yum. Thumbs up to strawberries. But back to the artwork, I'm doing the colouring on the happy side, keeping it cheery before we descend into madness on the right hand side. It's all pretty simple, basic colours, really easy to draw if you want to draw some of your favourite cartoon characters. That's kind of the beauty of it. It's really simple by nature, so easy to draw for beginner artists. But what's also cool is you can add more shading to it if you want to, and you can create a more detailed version than the cartoons, which is kind of fun, creating some different effects and adding your own style to it. Which is why I feel like this is a really cool series to do on my channel. If you guys enjoy seeing more characters like this, watching me put my own horror spin on it, and seeing how they turn out, definitely support the video, give it a thumbs up, and leave a comment suggesting which characters you'd love to see me make disturbing in a future video. I've already got some planned, which I'm going to start working on soon, but in the future, I'll be checking out the comments and seeing which ones have the most thumbs up, and which characters I see get suggested a lot, and ones that I think will be really fun to draw, personally, and then I'll be making videos of them. So it'll be really cool to get your guys' input and draw some characters that you guys want to see. And for everyone who really likes my creepypasta videos and my newer SCP videos, I'm still going to be making them as well. I just feel like it's nice to have some variety on the channel, for me personally, drawing some new stuff, and also for you guys. I've just been having a lot of fun drawing lately. Some of my videos do well, and some of them don't, but if I'm drawing and having fun, it doesn't matter so much, and thanks to my patrons, shout out to my patrons, who support the channel, it gives me a little bit more freedom to not stress about having to make videos which perform well. Obviously, I still want to make videos that lots of people enjoy, But at the end of the day, I want to have some creative freedom as well, and draw things which I enjoy, and make the videos which I like making. So a massive thank you to my patrons. I definitely don't expect anyone to support me over there, but if you do, and if you have, I really appreciate it. You're the best. I haven't watched SpongeBob in so many years, but I always remember just loving Gary, just this random snail. It's so funny, so I'm really glad I included that in the design. He's just taking a bite out of SpongeBob, and he's looking a little bit out of it. Maybe there's some weird sponge juices that he's sucking up, and he's having a bit of an adverse reaction to it. I don't know what's going on. Or maybe Gary is the one who infected SpongeBob, and that's why he's rotting away. Maybe his toxic slime juices decay sea sponge. Sounds plausible. We'll go with it. So I actually bought some new Copics the other day. I'm just bringing that up because I remember using them for his eyeballs. And damn, I forgot how expensive Copics are. I bought like 5 of them, and they're like $8 each where I live. Around then, or maybe they were more. I can't remember, but it was expensive. So anyone who's new to the Copic addiction, I was going to say hobby, but it's more of an addiction, let's be honest. I've got so many of these things now. It's a bit of an investment, but they're so awesome to use. You can get amazing effects, and I love Copics. So please sign up to my Patreon so I can afford to buy more. I've got to get every single colour. That seems reasonable. I won't use half of them, but I want them to be there in case I do want to. Okay, My Strange Addictions Copic Edition. Sign me up. So I'm getting there with the colouring. I decided to add some usual elements, which I often do with these horror drawings. The kind of inky, splotchy effects dripping down. Maybe that's just me cheating to give the drawing more texture. If the blends aren't smooth, I can just cover it up and it looks like it's meant to be like that. I'm a bit of a cheat like that, I suppose. That's why I really enjoy drawing horror art, with lots of grimy effects, blood splatters, ink splots. It's just fun to do. A little quick tip when it comes to drawing in this style, because a lot of people ask me on Instagram or in comments. Go follow me on Instagram if you haven't already. I'm nearly at 200k followers. So close. So see if you guys can push me over the edge, that'd be awesome. But anyway, the tip when it comes to drawing with grimy effects like this is the paper. The paper is so important because that's going to affect how the Copic layers. Some papers are really absorbent, so you don't really get the layered grimy effects that I get from this paper. I use a Canson Bleedproof paper, which is really super thin, and it means the Copics start to pull on top of each other. If you try layering too many layers, you'll get grimy effects like this. Sometimes that's a bad thing. If you're trying to do lots of smooth blends and have it look really nice and smooth, it's going to be harder on this paper. You'll just have limited layers to be able to do that with. But for these drawings, it works perfectly. It works amazing for the blood effects, and that's what I like drawing. It's all about experimenting with different art supplies and find something that suits you, because some people might hate this paper. A lot of people don't like drawing in this style, so this paper might not be for you. It's all about trying different things and finding out what works for you, because at the end of the day, we're all different artists and we have different preferences and have different techniques of doing things, so different art supplies are going to work better or worse depending on your preferences. So don't be afraid to try different stuff. You don't have to use the same art supplies that your favourite artists are using. Now I'm finishing up the drawing with my signature Signo white gel pen. I use this way too much. I need to buy some more because I'm always running out of these because I go way too over the top with them. But I like the effect, so I just go with it. If you enjoyed the video, it would really help out if you gave it a thumbs up and subscribed. And also, don't forget to leave a comment suggesting which character I should draw next. And as always, a massive thank you to my patrons who enable me to keep making these videos here on YouTube. You guys are awesome, and I appreciate each and every one of you. But that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you didn't get triggered too much by the Tropophobia, and I'll catch you guys in the next drawing video. I'll see you then. Bye.